updated with more professional tips and insights. Let's begin. Have you ever pondered why, despite having excellent plans, some projects succeed while others fail? Stakeholder engagement is a potent skill that frequently holds the key to the solution. Today, I am not just going to talk about the theory from the PMBOK guide. I'll also walk you through practical, real-world strategies that elevate communication, collaboration, and project success. You'll learn how to engage stakeholders early and meaningfully, apply tools like the Power Interest Grid, use methods like the 5 Whys to uncover deeper needs, enhance your team's communication, negotiation, and problem-solving skills, and more importantly, how all of this reduces risks, improves outcomes, and fosters a strong, collaborative team culture. This presentation will serve as a learning tool not just for project teams, but for anyone looking to build confidence in stakeholder engagement best practices. Let's dive in. Stakeholders are people, organizations, or groups that have an impact on or are impacted by a project. According to the PMBOK guide, this includes customers, project team members, sponsors, suppliers, regulators, and even the general public. Why does stakeholder engagement matter? Because stakeholders have the power to either support or oppose your project. When you engage them effectively, you reduce risk, build trust, and keep everyone aligned on the project's goals. The key is to build two-way communication, not just updating stakeholders, but also listening, adapting, and responding to their needs throughout the project lifecycle. According to the PMBOK guide, stakeholder management is built on 4 core processes. Identify stakeholders, who they are, and what they care about. Plan stakeholder engagement, how and when you'll engage them. Manage engagement, actively, building relationships and keeping communication flowing. Monitor, checking that your engagement strategy is still working. These 4 steps help project teams stay aligned, proactive, and responsive. Now let's break each one down. The first thing you want to do is figure out who your stakeholders are, and that starts with creating a stakeholder register. This register includes details like their names, roles or titles, interest levels, influence or power, communication preferences, and what they expect from the project. Think of it as your who's who of the project world, a guide to understanding who matters most and why. You can use tools like Stakeholder Analysis, the Power Interest Grid. These help you categorize stakeholders based on their influence and interest, so you know where to focus your energy. For example, someone with high power and high interest needs your top attention. They're key players. Also, in tools like Jira, you can assign stakeholder-related tasks and track communication in real time, which helps keep engagement visible and organized. Most importantly, stakeholder identification isn't a one-time thing. It's a process that gets revisited regularly as new stakeholder. The next step is all about planning how I'll interact with stakeholders. This means creating a stakeholder engagement plan, a roadmap for how I'll communicate, how often, through which channels, and with what tone or messaging. Take a look at this sample plan. It includes the stakeholder's name and role, their engagement strategy, like providing updates or gathering feedback, preferred communication methods, such as meetings, reports, or emails, frequency, responsibility, and their current engagement status. I also track engagement levels like leading, they're driving the project, supportive, neutral, and resistant. These are stakeholders I'll need to spend extra time with. Tools like the stakeholder map and the salience model help us prioritize. The salience model looks at power, legitimacy, and urgency, helping you know who to engage first and how closely. The goal is simple: build a proactive, tailored strategy that meets stakeholder needs and reduces surprise. Managing stakeholder engagement means keeping people actively involved and emotionally invested in the project. This is where your plan becomes action, through meetings, workshops, reports, and regular emails. You're not just pushing out updates. You're having real conversations, getting and giving feedback, collaborating on issues as they come up, and making sure stakeholders feel heard and valued. This stage is where you build trust, clear up misunderstandings, and keep everyone aligned on project goals. Tools like virtual whiteboards for workshops, feedback loops, and even Slack channels can help make engagement more dynamic and personal. The goal: create a space where stakeholders don't just receive updates, they actually want to stay involved. The final step is to monitor stakeholder engagement, and that means checking whether our communication efforts are actually working. I'm asking, are stakeholders satisfied? Are they responding? Are we seeing resistance or strong support? I can track this using engagement metrics like participation in meetings, response times, feedback scores, or even stakeholder sentiment during check-ins. I also use feedback systems like surveys, polls, or direct conversations to hear from stakeholders about what's working and what's not. If I notice signs of disengagement, I revisit and update the engagement plan. Monitoring helps us stay on top of expectations, catch problems early, and continuously improve the stakeholder experience throughout the project lifecycle. So what does great stakeholder engagement actually look like in action? It starts with clear and tailored communication. Speak their language, use the right channels, and make sure your message hits home. Then there's transparency. Be open about progress, but also about setbacks. Honesty builds credibility and trust. Next is proactive listening. Don't just wait for stakeholders to speak up, create space for feedback and act on it. It shows you care and helps you adjust early. Collaboration is key. Bring stakeholders into planning and decision making. It's not just about updating them, it's about giving them a seat at the table. Be adaptable. Projects change, and so do people's expectations. Flexibility in communication and engagement style makes a huge difference. And finally, build real relationships. Celebrate small wins with your stakeholders, recognize their contributions, and check in regularly, even when nothing's wrong. These practices are simple, but together they create a foundation for smoother collaboration, stronger buy-in, and a more successful project. To bring it all together, let's walk through the 5 whys, a simple but powerful tool that helps us understand the core reasons for engaging stakeholders. 1. Why do I need stakeholder engagement? Because stakeholders influence or are affected by the project. 2. Why does their influence matter? Because their support or resistance can literally make or break the project. 3. Why would stakeholders support or resist the project? It comes down to their interests, expectations, concerns, or perceived risks. 4. Why should I understand those concerns? Because when I address them early, I build trust, avoid conflict, and make better decisions. 5. And finally, why is trust and collaboration so important? Because engaged stakeholders provide valuable feedback, advocate for the project, and help ensure long-term success. This mindset isn't just a checklist. It's the foundation of strong, people-centered project management. Effective stakeholder engagement doesn't just mean reaching out. It also means identifying potential risks and managing them proactively. Here are a few common risks and how to address them. Lack of stakeholder interest. This can happen when people don't see the value. To fix this, identify what motivates them, tailor communication to their values, and make updates meaningful and relevant. Miscommunication or misunderstanding. This is one of the most frequent issues. Use clear, jargon-free language, confirm understanding through feedback, and choose the right communication channels. Stakeholder resistance. Resistance commit often stem from fear of change or feeling unheard. Get stakeholders involved early, be transparent, and clearly show how the project benefits them. Unequal influence among stakeholders. Sometimes the loudest voice isn't the most important. Use stakeholder mapping tools to balance your engagement efforts and revisit your stakeholder register regularly to ensure fairness and alignment. In short, mitigation is not one size fits all. The more tailored your strategy, the more successful your engagement will be. Drawing from our hands-on experience and the guidance from the PMBOK guide, I've narrowed down our best advice into 5 practical strategies for effective stakeholder engagement. 1. Jump in early. Don't wait. Involve stakeholders right from the planning phase so they feel part of the journey from the start. 2. Pin down their needs. Tools like the Power Interest Grid help us prioritize and tailor engagement based on what matters most to each stakeholder. 3. Keep communication open. Regular, transparent updates make a big difference in keeping everyone aligned and reducing confusion. 4. Stay adaptable. Stakeholder needs can shift as the project evolves. Be ready to tweak your approach based on feedback or new challenges. 5. Leverage real-time tools. Tools like dashboards, collaborative platforms, or chat tools help maintain accountability and speed up decisions. Applying these 5 principles helped our team stay productive, build better relationships, and ultimately achieve our project goals. Hey, just a quick reminder, keeping stakeholders engaged isn't a one-time task. It's an ongoing mindset that requires commitment, adaptability, and honest communication. Stakeholder engagement isn't just about ticking a box. It's about building a bridge between your project goals and the people who make them possible. I truly hope you gained as much from watching this as I did from creating it. And if you take even just a few of these ideas forward, like early engagement, active listening, or clear planning, you'll be on your way to stronger relationships and better project outcomes. Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos.
سعى في الأرض ليفسد فيها ويهلك الحرث والنسل والله لا يحب الفساد وإذا قيل له اتق الله أخذته العزة بالإثم فحسبه جهنم ولبئس المهاد